Alright, Abusia Micha na misan so mo akwa abasonko so Abusia emfa wo emra channel so Abusia for ha eda so aye be media gh Abusia be se wase enani dedicate wani channel so ni di kwan so be so be subscribe be like na wa bo aso a share dwumadi an for pensa ne be tie no enya bi eti na Abusia ene ayade His Excellency John Dramani Mahama yes Abusia wadi nkomo na ochira Abusia ayade a ora atumi a recover 600 million Ghana cedis. Yes, chese ora no ebo adwuma yie pa na Abusia de nkomo na osan edi eka wo chene semu a ayade a jail ebe koso papa ombe jaili enkofo ankasa Abusia na chese ora adwuma na omobeye ye no Abusia eso be banfa so e de ama eye o my Ghana we de ma mekasa wan pese ye kone kokoti ensem a His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Abusia de ba abonte o chire Ghana chene semu a Ghana for en relax yes o say yen relax na adwuma no de Abusia obeye titru ni afa eye ora modern boy Abusia ma bebo e de recover eye millions of Ghana cedis ene enkofo Abusia ochira cases a egu ho no eye over 460 cases Abusia wo de mi ntie e bia na meka no me hu ni kan ye pese ye ko na anya ye tie na se ye bia ya bo modern na ya kire ya adwe ha da so e be media gh but they subscribe my
President John Dramani Mahama has stormed Parliament based on Article 67 of the 1992 Constitution. Say, afibia so ko Parliament ko bo man ho bra. Na President Mahama do o wa inspecting we rua Parliament speaker bo ni dia na ne we ni see. Yes. Omukura koko ene nom se ya ka kire mu se Mahama ba obeye o man ne basa na MPP for the shame eni asem keto ba me de ne ehia me a me ni me chano ehia yen eye oral Ghana sika akwose nkrofo bi botom se ya gigi ye sika President Mahama kasa on it owie wasa kasa on galamsey mo kaya me rating in 2025 me kasa two areas and me dwen say ye slow kakra na security ne galamsey ana oral papa ama update say Yoko I recover 600 million cedis then Yoko recover escano papa say there are over 460 cases next oral no head ma bi koso then no kind in entirety or someone tomo bo bejeli o mo wo say manza o say no pressure oko two prof mails o say no pressure obejeli wo bia wadi Ghana esika. That is His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. We're speaking on a lot of subjects in the coming days. When we say critical analysis, we pick sector by sector. Ne, baby, I'm a picky. I'm maybe a hear me kese e ora. And I'm maybe on your car. We are metro my dream on your papa kano. Ibabwa and answer emwa. And only have one common critical analysis. Metro. So be subscribe and the amount subscribe here click the notification me the video be tomorrow obetimi na obenya notification no wetimi ahwe we are you have a comment feel free ja comment no for ha ye ni di atem ha ti jan fefe na yakoye nim ene ana President Mahama command the state of nation address makacho say constitutional imperative based on Article 67 she president dia sa fibia no so ko parliament na ko kache parliament ye representatives so man no bra no say na abebo no e dia afa into ko a wide range of subject obekasa wa kasa ba ne mo bebre for example wasi koko asem no and ya so yes abe so ye because MPP abane bo kato ho again so kaso betua no otua na so akwaje besia e di betua emmoa oman no again o kasa ye sikasam ne ade enso no wahyehyem ane ma ekoyie in fact me be rest today I was single out IGP our bona baso se security nsam ne ade ne ba bi ode kono nkoso entonko na nima anye again no 71 fishermen no mko kam e wo senya breku 32 nautical miles of Ghana you see so ye robbery woman ade no President Mahama you pirate the way so you su ye no aye robbery so order say sa fisherman ni no mo niam agigi ye nyina no ministry no efen koma wom again o see women development bank this month ya no the next month ebe ya no ebegirem but o kasana no kora ho one de and the galamsey then a papa can didn't know say mo be money pressure obejeli o at the right time with TV.
Mr. Speaker, we've made progress through strengthened collaboration among law enforcement agencies, financial intelligence institutions and prosecutors. These efforts have led to initiation of criminal proceedings and asset forfeiture proceedings against some individuals and entities implicated in financial crimes against the state. But yes, I agree with the sentiments of Ghanaians that we must press harder on this accelerator. As of December 2025, IOCO has recovered more than 600 million Ghana cedis. The office has investigated 462 cases, with 15 currently under prosecution. It has dismantled transnational carjacking syndicates and has recovered 29 luxury vehicles that were stolen. Mr. Speaker, the government remains resolute that corruption will not be tolerated, regardless of status or political affiliation. The Attorney General's office will continue to use both criminal prosecution and non-conviction-based assets recovery mechanisms to ensure that stolen public resources are returned for national development. Mr. Speaker, I understand that a large majority of Ghanaians are impatient to see those who abuse their public trust in office held to account. Mr. Speaker, there were periods when, under military regimes and unconstitutional governments, extrajudicial means could be used to exact retribution against persons perceived as corrupt or who had abused the mandate given to them by the people. Mr. Speaker, this may have appeared as swift justice, but many regrettable excesses were recorded. In 1992, we overwhelmingly adopted the 1992 Constitution to accept governance by the rule of law. On 7th January, when I swore the oath of office before the people of Ghana, I swore to uphold the 1992 Constitution. I may be as impatient as everyone else to see justice done, but painstaking investigations must be conducted, dockets must be prepared, charges must be filed, and the accused must have their day in court, including appealing even on the smallest point of law to higher courts. This process is necessary to protect us all against abuse or ill treatment of citizens and to ensure that only those guilty of offenses against the state are punished. As President Mills of blessed memory said, he said, and I quote, "The wheels of justice grind slowly, but they grind exceedingly fine." Mr. Speaker, let me reassert my determination to uphold the accountability of public office holders to the people of Ghana. We have laid the Public Officers Code of Conduct Bill before Parliament. This bill codifies the conduct of public officers and makes breaches thereof punishable. I wish at this juncture to thank His Lordship, the Chief Justice, for establishing additional specialized high courts to address breaches identified in the Auditor General's report. Mr. Speaker, the Constitution review process was conducted in a transparent and consultative manner, drawing on input from constitutional experts, civil society organizations, traditional authorities, religious leaders, political parties, and the general public. The review committee has submitted its comprehensive report containing detailed proposals to amend the Constitution to address identified weaknesses and make it more welfare enhancing. Mr. Speaker, the Attorney General's office is working closely with relevant stakeholders to translate the recommendations into implementable legal and constitutional proposals which will be presented to this August House in accordance with constitutional procedures. Mr. Speaker, illegal mining continues to pose a grave threat to our environment, water bodies, public health, and national security. Mr. Speaker, prosecution of persons engaged in illegal mining has been intensified, with a renewed focus on dismantling organized criminal networks behind galamsey operations, rather than targeting only the little fish, low-level offenders. Mr. Speaker, in all these galamsey operations, there are big fish who never get caught. Mr. Speaker, in total, Over 114 case dockets involving hundreds of accused persons are pending in various courts across the country, particularly in towns and villages that are prone to illegal mining. Specialized prosecutorial teams have been deployed to fast-track illegal mining cases, ensure the effective presentation of evidence, and pursue the confiscation and forfeiture of equipment and proceeds used in or derived from illegal mining.
Yes, I agree. And it's a bit reassuring for me. I agree to the point that they need to be pointed at the well, the law not all, the judiciary and the system we run is a bit some way. Ghana doesn't have an adversarial society of a sort, whereas they need to go through a certain process. It's a bit reassuring for me. I only hope that, for example, Yoko 600 million or yen. Yoko can do an infographic. Journalists will pick on it, bloggers will pick on it, because Aura is a big subject for many people. Many people say, President Mahama inherently he also agrees that Onokra didn't say Nkesaniyama content as president. So if the president had the same reflection, then it mirrors the reflection of the society. And there be a 600 million a Yokwaji. The diary. That's my 600 million a Yokwaji. I'm breaking it down. Ifriha. Ye jiweho, ye say waha, ye say waha, then everybody knows the people involved, the recoveries we've made, and all that. 460 something cases, you know. Can they do an infographic on it? Will you go against the dictate of the law? BB, if some quite some bias and say BB is quite the Timmy. Say BB has a conditional clauses. If it will not go against any provision of the constitution and common practices when it comes to law, because I'm not a lawyer and I don't know the norms and ethos of every law. Then go against any law. Detail it for the public to know. Because you see now, content in the YouTube. You know. Beyond say the YouTube to Americano, may I created a channel to educate. It may first add data, no, Abba create canal, so may educate you. Or also call for one, no, because you didn't grant a kind document to show any, or the Nippon so YouTube, or any pana then say, and say echo. What I say? So I think that maybe Mr. President, I know say their videos more heavy. Maybe someone can bounce this idea of him that there need to be agency biano cases no baby do. I always we are there. We show the Facebook page about updating Kwana Sadana. He's doing very well. I think that the other agency to say Yoko, but 600 million is big money. Where did they recover it from? We must know. For example, Yoko Abutika case, they don't do public updates. Oh, and I near Abutika court. You call court on the court are remanded. See, I see. Men can't say church them some evidence in it. I'm not saying that to say OSP when it comes to update, he is one of the finest agencies area update. Yoko can do that. Because President Mahama spoke about the car exercise. Okay, Yoko ya check car say from Dakosi say ya check car say ni say ni dia America. Update and ya court abutrika say ni yes. What am I saying before crying abutrika case no? That down for be. All these updates we need to know. We need to know. Then when you do the flyer, Obi say you go say to me here's what my miskade but because it's content for me and I will enjoy it. Because why? I'll do content about it. When I do the content, YouTube will pay me. So there's a multiplier effect. So I have an inherent interest in what you post. So you don't necessarily need to MP forward induce induce that comment. So you don't need to induce me. I have a natural inducement because I owe it to my audience to educate them. I owe it to my audience to update them. It's my mope or update and your papa kenny. You better say, Sane Bakusiana, and the Attorney General and these agencies, they must do update infographics. Any other Attorney General or somebody government series, you will be another 1 year. I'd say na case nako say ni ongalam say ni still omu ye na say enjoy any documentary by DC NTV papa nje bi update from the man hwe yi NTV see yin na di say the NTV okwache moda Brim Central course basa NTV etiwa abron sasaro etiwa isenyinam basa papa omudigu achi ebia papa 9 months ni ye dwumu hihyibi operation Vanguard ye hyehye yanko ba bia almost shibi. Na Yoko EPN say 35 million. ade ni nyaaya okoti nsuo nani na ate ni anopa se ni mrombe kwasa akudi enti yenya yeje awie na se yenyina nse yeje awie ne ye fix 35 million fine ba se the 35 million ko hyemu sesi ade ombusu di no emwa enti papa e won so mo ani nko homa ye nan mo si hihyibi ba me catch us e kire no omudi ko join is evidence aye de aba enti papa e won so mo ani nko e mayen so mo pe update on oral galamsey. This is it. I only hope that we will see more of the prosecutions. I agree, and I've always maintained that whilst the pressure is there, while sometimes you can get frustrated with it, it's our judicial system. They need to be processed. But I think that you bet me accelerating a kakra, especially suggestion media in the form of social media updates, graphics, any idea. I think it will also help the public to know. Say okay, ebia yenchi obi anko dem de, but say na processes na eko. Say na say untumi de. People thought untumi had been let go. I had to go credit to the deputy attorney general, Dr. Justice Shamsai. I had to go on his page and come and get Debbie or no sure filing statement of no case. Say asam no makano nyanza bi enim to no do ni bibi obeka. It's for the court to decide say asam na attorney general bon kro nyanza o ma na nyanza nim. So only wuntumi adwa wuntumi afa ne ho ade. Only wuntumi anyagya means that wuntumi has to open his defense. Bring us witnesses. That is when the attorney general will interrogate Muntumi's witnesses and prove the case further. How many people know these things? So for me, they need to also have proper communication. I've seen this thing when it comes to government since I started doing this politics since 2006. When you're in government, the communication is a bit checked. When you're in position, they are sharp. So I think that they need to get learned people, legal communicators, lawyers who understand these things, break the communication down, short videos, infographics. You just will pick it just in. You don't need to even call me and send me anything. I'll pick it. So far as educate, I also speak to my independent lawyers and you all update on it. So there's the update from His Excellency Honora. I don't know what you make of it, whether it's reassuring for you. That's the question. Is it reassuring for you, or you think say still you're convinced about it? Feel free, share that view in the comment section. Oh yeah, now I subscribe and I'm more subscribe kai. Now click the bell notification, you know. Me the video be to me. When your notification, what's my baby? If I'm Eugene or say to aha, critical analysis channel. Start so shape. Show me mama. Me young Ghana and so young. Bye bye.